What's going on, everyone? This is Steve Larsen. I have a little bit of an unfortunate episode.
Welcome to Sales Funnel Radio, where you'll learn marketing strategies to grow your online business using today's best internet sales funnels. And now, here's your host, Steve Larsen.
Hey guys, I love podcasting. I love talking with you guys. And it's been fun. I feel like especially the last week, because I've been traveling, going around all over the place. I've had a chance to meet a lot of you, and it's been a whole lot of fun. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a, I don't know how to say this. I know that what I put out there, there's not many other people who are. I know that. I'm not cocky about it, but I know it. Okay, I don't know anyone else who delivers to the level that I have been. I don't know anyone else. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying that I'm not drinking my own Kool-Aid. I'm very against that also. But when someone gets sassy with me and saying that I'm not delivering, that's saying that, and I know that I am, that is one of the fastest ways to piss me off. And it was funny because Russell's actually the exact same. He and I had many conversations about it when we were like, I put so much heart and soul. I am not with my family right now, and I'm not with them for a solid week because I'm going out and doing things that, frankly, like, there's a few things I know that I really wish they had gone better, that I didn't get paid what I know I was worth, that I didn't, you know what I mean? And that's fine. That's fine. I'm not trying to drink my own Kool-Aid again. But when someone comes out and they start taking advantage and acting like I owe them something, that pisses me off faster than anything else on this world. I owe like nothing to anybody, you know what I mean? Because it's so deep seated in my brain to over deliver stuff. I'm fearful. It's like a fear I have. Maybe it's a false belief I have that I have to over deliver on a massive scale constantly. Anyway, so I have been chatting with somewhat of an angry customer, and they bought one of the $100 funnels. Guys, I took down all of the $100 funnel options, and the reason I did it is because I didn't like the client that was being attracted to that. My stuff is worth way more than $100. I don't even start talking with someone to build their funnel unless it's at least the $50,000 to $100,000 range with royalties in the back. Okay. So a $100 funnel, not a huge fan of who that attracts. And I'm not saying that that everyone's that way. I am not blanket statement. I know that everyone's different. Everyone's got that. But unfortunately, there's been a few instances where it's attracted an individual that believes that $100 is $1 billion and I owe them my life. And no, that's extremely cheap and it should be way more than that. You know what I mean? Anyway, I just wanted to read without actually, I'm not going to tell you who it is that was saying this. I'm going to keep confidences. But I want to read a little bit of an email strand that's been going on back and forth with somebody who, man, I'm trying to bite my tongue, guys. I'm not much of a swearer, but holy crap, like, oh my gosh. There's a few parts I didn't record of this, all right? I was pissed, and still I am. And so I'm going to record it in the heat of this, okay? Which may be the best thing. Anyway. Please understand, as I read this, whoever said the phrase that the customer is always right, got straight A's in school, read about business but never did it, and has no idea what the freak they're talking about. The customer is not always right. They are not always right. If you want to work with your dream client, it also means that you don't work with other clients. Okay? On purpose. I am probably one of the only people I know who is willing to fire a customer. I don't give a crap if you have the money to spend to actually, buy my thing or hang out with me. If you're a jerk or an idiot or you're a my gosh, I will give you your money back and I will fire you. What a concept, okay? Oh man. Okay, we're reining it back. I'm not talking like you, the listener, as if you're this individual, just so you know. But I'm fired up and I want you to know why. And I hope that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to elevate the customer that you work with and treat yourself well. Because there are jerks, there are idiots, and there are people out there who want to take advantage of you every single straw that they can. Okay? And protect yourself and be okay with that. Don't just work with anyone. Okay? And if you're trying to get cash, I understand that you need to do that. I understand. I did that for a long time too. But man, you get to the spot though where you're like, I actually could choose who I work with. And it's amazing to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. Okay? And I just increased my support. So this guy said he sent an email a couple days ago and I didn't see it. And I apologize, okay? Emailing me directly, PMing me directly, going straight to me on Facebook. That's not my support. That's me. You know what I mean? So like sometimes people will send messages directly to me. I am not my own support because I'm focusing on building cool stuff. I'm not my own support. Okay? I'm very involved with it, but I'm not. Anyway, so he kept sending me personal messages, and I hadn't got a chance to look at my messages for a while. Anyway. So he said, this is the second email in 4 days. I ordered, there's a funnel on there that was for $100 called the smartphone insurance funnel. And he said, I only received one funnel. It's supposed to be 3. I didn't receive the marketing course, any marketing funnels to model, or the affiliate insurance companies to work with. There's supposed to be done for you funnels, and it's not. I hope the MLM funnel system coming out on Thursday delivers what is promised. And I was like, what on earth? And I said, hey man, this is my response. Hey man, I'm totally confused. I don't offer what you just described, which is true. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't give any of that stuff. They said the smartphone insurance funnel comes alone, not with 3. And none of my sales material has ever talked about a marketing course or affiliate companies to work with. Okay. Getting into more details. I've had an issue with a few idiots stealing my stuff and then posing as me. Pisses me off. They're jerking around with my name and my brand. Can you give me more info so I can nip this? And so I was trying to be open and real and just let them know what's going on. Not trying to be, thank you for your concern. A customer service representative will get back to you within a few hours. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that crap. Okay, just be real. Anyway, so he sent a few screenshots over, and I realized that some sales copy that I had written had talked about him getting what he was talking about, but it was never intended. What he bought never came with these other things ever. And all the other people that ever got it, like, it never came with those things. Like, that was not a part of it. It says that there's a traffic course for $297. It says this. And I was like, anyway, so he took screenshots, he sent it over, and I was like, oh crap, like, he's right. And I knew that. And so I admitted it. And I said, whoa, what's wrong? That was never part of the funnel or the offer. It's just the funnel that I built. I'll go hit it with a hammer. I was trying to keep it light. I said, thanks for showing me. I said, weirdness. That's weird. And that was kind of it. And I thought that was it. But apparently it wasn't it. Because I don't know how long, that was a couple weeks ago. And I just got this scathing email. Holy smoke. So I'm going to go ahead and read it here. I'm gonna switch some names. I'm gonna switch some things so that there is some. Anyway, I also want to tell you the story of why I'm telling you this in just a moment. There's a reason for this. I'm not trying to just throw rocks here. Part of me is, though. Okay, I'm human. I'm ticked. All right. So he said, hey, Steve, I just got off the phone with so-and-so. He's a so-and-so here in so-and-so. Okay, anyway. I had to cancel his monthly lunch with some friends. I'm changing stuff here so you see, okay? Anyway, he said apparently it's too cold for fingers. Anyway, so he's kind of throwing some stuff around, and I think he was trying to stay up and fluffy, but he definitely did not. He said, but I digress. I know you're in the middle of your MLM recruiting funnel launch, and I'm sure you're quite busy. I was really looking forward to jumping on board. I love the MLM concept, but I've always thought there's got to be a better and much faster way to do it. I passed on purchasing the funnel because of this whole smartphone insurance funnel issue, but I'm confident we can figure this out together. Like, okay. In the last email you sent in regards to the smartphone insurance funnel package I purchased, you said you were going to, quote unquote, hit it with a hammer. I'm not really sure what that means, but you didn't go into detail, so I guess I'll have to guess / multiple choice style put this so you can pick. Deal? Awesome. Did you mean A, sorry sucker, you lose, I got you. That's called bait and switch, son. Caveat emptor. Welcome to the big leagues, kid. Or B, you know what, dude? I know this is totally my fault. I'm so sorry, but I'm not going to do this. So to try and make it right, I'm going to refund you your total purchase. Keep the funnel with the WordPress template. I'm going to show you I'm a legit dude, and I want to offer you 50% discount off of my MLM funnel. I don't discount price, so you guys all know that. And there's some reasons why. It's because of an offer. I give way more than it's worth. Okay. He says, I like making things right when I can. Hopefully you'll get in, and I really look forward. He's talking as if he's me. I look really forward to doing business with you and maybe meeting with you in an event. Or C, hey, what's up, bro? what's with all the... Anyway, he's getting some stuff about his location. It's kind of like trying to be a jest, so I'm not going to say it. He said, now you get a taste of what's going on here every year. LOL. Of course, he's trying to act like he's cool, okay? Of course, I'm going to do what's right here and give you everything I promise. Not just because I'm a super awesome dude, but because I'm honest and have what is sometimes rare in business. Integrity. Bam. Not to mention the whole truth in advertising thing. I don't want the FTC all over my rear end. Give me a break. Since I'm starting to own my business, I've learned that reputation is what you live by and die by. So heading your way is 3 funnels that I advertise: the traffic course, the upsells, the affiliate companies I recommend, the other goodies and resources. Oh, and I'm a straight shooter, man. I want people to know that. Oh, and since you didn't get on the emblem package, you should have. Duh, I understand. So I'm going to extend the $9.95 intro rate to you again. I want people like you in my group. I'm glad we worked everything out. Come by and say, hey, man, at the next events. So my man, take your pick. I know this may seem a little silly, but I just need some clarity on some action so I can, then I take stay warm. Thanks for the time. And I was like, oh my gosh. I started swearing in the car. Are you freaking kidding me? My funnels, besides Russell himself, I don't know a human on planet Earth that is built more than me. I don't say it to be cocky. I say it to be real. My funnels kick butt. I know they do. And I'm trying to tell him like what he bought and what he's trying to go for. It doesn't come with those things. So I said, haha, it's C. But I'm also a person who works with my dream client. Those other things were not part of the smartphone insurance funnel, so I didn't give them to you. I'll refund you, but I also don't want you in the MLM stuff if that's the attitude over this. Guys, I'm fired him. Okay? Checkmate. I constantly over-deliver my audience and have full, clear conscience about what I do. Your refund is submitted, but takes a few days. Stay classy, Steve. Okay? Holy crap! Only do stuff with the people that you want to. It doesn't matter. You having the cash to do something with me is not enough payment anymore. You know what I mean? And I'm preaching in the choir, you guys. Sales Funnel Radio listeners, you guys are all awesome. Okay? I love meeting you guys. You're all awesome. You get it. You're into it. I over-deliver. I constantly try to. It is probably it's like a complex I have over this thing. But the customer is not always right. It is not always right. They are not. Whoever said that, this is the most false crap on the planet. All right? You saying I got to bend backwards at all times when I already know my offer does that for them? No, that's not what this is. That's not how I do this. That's not why I do it. Okay, I'm telling you this story because there's been tons of moments where someone will reach out and they act like they are God's gift to me. They are not. They are human. I am human. You said you had money. I said I have an offer that I know over-delivers and is worth more than I'm asking you for anyway. And I go and I hand it over to him, and then you act like you own me? No. And you need to do the same thing in your business, guys. I did that for three years. 3 years. I did not work with my dream client. I worked with tons of startups, and it's nothing against startups, but I was working with people who were not my dream client. Now, I understand you might have to prove yourself. I understand people might not know who you are. I understand you all got to start where you are. And I know a lot of people here, you are starting out, which is brand new, which is great, but man, understand the customer is not always right. Your offer is your offer, and that's what you gave them, and that's what they get. And as part of the offer, I make sure I over deliver so that my conscience is so clear, guys. I have no at all regrets about what I do, what I sell, who I help, who I don't help, and I fire the people that I don't want to work with. Life is short. Work with those you want to. Your happiness, guys. I have worked with some clients, and it has been an amazing experience. It has been an amazing experience. Like when we were building for guys like Marcus Lemonis and huge guys, right? It's so cool because they are where they are because they also understand this. I've never met someone who is really, really big who also drinks their own Kool-Aid. I've never met someone who does that. I've never met anybody who goes out. Now they might, I'm not saying they don't know that they're not good. They're very clear on the fact that they know they're good. They're confident. They have absolute certainty about their abilities. But there's a difference between that and drinking your own Kool-Aid and throwing it in other people's faces. There are a few people who make it there, but not as many as you might think. And it's funny because a lot of attention goes to those people because they get a lot of publicity and stuff like that. But a lot of the people that I was building with and building for, like huge guys, I've built for some amazing people. They understand that these funnels we build together, what's sexy about them is that they're a system, right? Set it and forget it, walk away, one and done. And there's some elements to that. But there's this other element that messes the whole thing up called the human element. We all mess up Every one of us is a human. Everyone, and treat each other that way. Don't you dare go around acting like everyone owes you everything. You're never going to get anywhere in life. You'll never get anywhere in life. Be humble about it. Okay? I try and take that stance from it. Am I always? No. Am I fired up? Oh my gosh. I am biting my tongue so hard right now. Okay? Every time I've made any leap in my career, you guys, it attracts people that I want to work with, and it attracts people who I might not want to work with yet. They're not quite in the spot where I'd want to work with them yet. Has almost, and I'm not talking about money. That's the funny thing. It's this X factor. Okay, I got offered like $100,000 to build a funnel a couple months ago for this sure thing. It was getting me royalties for life. It was this killer topic and niche inside of Amazon. I knew I could blow it up. It had nothing to do with money at that point. It had nothing to do with my ability to blow it up. It had nothing to do with my ability. I know I could kill that. I know I could do amazing with it. I hated who the individual was, not them as a person, but their attitude towards me was ridiculous. I don't know if they're trying to come off super confident because they thought that's what it took to make big deals. I don't know if it was like, I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was. Okay, but I fired him. You guys, this business and this all of it, life is short. Don't work for clients that you're hating. If you're hating them, what a concept. Fire them. Money's not enough, okay? Your life can be very blissful or a living hell based on the client that you have, not so much the money. I've seen too many people climb a business, build something that's amazing, huge value, but they deliver for clients that they actually hate. And they wake up every day and they're like, oh my gosh, I hate what I do. I hate my customer. I hate my client. I hate doing it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, what I sell, I'm not saying it's not a lot of money, but really it's not a lot of money over this dispute. Okay, $100 over this whole thing. Holy crap. Here you go, refund. I don't want you as a customer anyway. That kind of attitude, we're done anyway. Okay, you know what I mean? I know my stuff delivers, so it's not about me getting the cash anymore. It's do you want to go get the result? I know my product delivers. You know, has nothing to do with $1,000 at that point, which is what I sell it for, right? It has everything to do with who do I want to work with and surround myself around. That routinely, over and over and over again, was one of the biggest things I saw all these huge guys doing. It's not so much even more about like when money's no longer the option. When no longer is no longer like the threat in your life. When money is no longer the thing, you're like, oh my gosh, how do I get the next piece of cash? And I get that, I get it. But take that element out. What does your life look like? Who are you around? Are you enjoying it? Are you happy? Is there stuff going? You know what I mean? That is the long-term play for your life. That makes this whole thing worth it. You can make cash, guys, using something like the Expert Secrets formula for how to create offers. That's incredible. That'll make you money. Making the money when it no longer is the issue. It's like, oh my gosh, what's the follow-up thing in my life I'm trying to solve? What's the thing? I want to surround myself with amazing people. I want to surround myself with people who give. I want to surround myself with people who want to change the world like I do. I want to change the world. I don't know how. I just know I do. I'm trying to figure it out on the way. And every single person who gets around me who is trying to take and always take and never give, it turns into this drag. And it will slow you down. And it will kill your momentum, and you'll sit down and guys, we had people like that several times who popped up in the ClickFunnels sphere when I was over there. And I can't talk about that stuff. I'm not going to. But man, we always had to take 5. We would say a certain phrase, which is some people's children. We would play some freaking Seven Nations Army. We'd dance around. We'd shake it off, and we'd say, my word, I hope that there are better people out there. And there are, and we know there are. And honestly, I believe most people are good. It's hurt me many times, okay? But my attitude is proven, is innocent until proven guilty on pretty much all of humanity, okay? All humanity. I mean, some people, I know it's a weakness sometimes. I've been taken advantage of for it many times. But I would rather err on that side than me treat everyone like they're a contract. You're not going to create a real relationship with somebody by saying, but you said this here, and you said that there, and you said that. What, you're going to contract your way into a friendship with somebody? Come on. It doesn't work that way. Anyway, this had nothing to do with funnels, but actually has everything to do with funnels. Okay. Go build a business that you not only can make money from, but you like being in. I've never met anyone who is successful in this who doesn't marry their business a little bit. You got to be a little bit of a monomaniac. So you're going to go be a monomaniac in an environment that's terrible and toxic and awful and not a fun thing. I've done that many times. It's awful. And it's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about not working with people I don't want to. I don't care. I don't give a crap if you have the cash. It's no longer about that. It's about who do you want to work with? What do you want to surround yourself with? What is the environment? What are the people you want to be around? And you get really serious about that. Okay? What's your environment worth to you? I'll tell you, a good environment will accelerate your success pretty much more than any course or book or anything else in your life. You'll learn how to self-teach. You'll learn how to be self-fulfilling. You'll learn how to do those things on your own because you have the environment to do them, to learn them, that creates those kinds of things, okay? And sadly, weirdly enough, you guys, entrepreneurship is a bit of a lonely game. It can be very lonely. I've experienced that many times, okay? I no longer work in an environment where there's people around me. I literally sit at home at a desk and I have to do things to create engagement, right? And because it's a lonely game, you want the engagement that you are getting to be with things that you don't like? That's a great way to create a miserable life. And I've seen it happen many times. A lot of people, they'll go make a ton of money, then they'll turn back around and talk about how miserable they are. Right? I know everyone knows what I'm talking about. Everyone's seen that before. Everyone's done that. Anyway, I think I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again. But don't be afraid to fire people. And I don't mean your employees. I mean your clients. Don't be afraid to fire them. What's your time worth to you? Life's short. Make sure you guys are living it. Guys, I'd rather make less money and enjoy the people around me than make tons of money and be completely miserable and lonely. All right, guys. That's all I got. Bit of a different one, but get serious about it because it's a real issue.
You're fired. 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 You're fired.
Thanks for listening to Sales Funnel Radio. Please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Want to get one of today's best internet sales funnel for free? Go to salesfunnelbroker.com/free funnels to download your pre-built sales funnel today.